got corner trim on. I need to get a little bit more to finish this front wall up to the eave there, but it's gonna work for now. You can see my patch pieces of steel up there. It's Wednesday. Obviously I'm gonna upload this in just a little bit when I get back in the house. I gotta put the steel on this door yet, but ta-da, it's got a nice warm home now. So plywood is on, OSB board is on that wall. I gotta get some small scab pieces to put in there when I'm that far along, but it's all sealed up. Water line's all hung up. I redo my valves over here because I blow my line out when I'm done. I was thinking about maybe next time I go to Menards get some heat tape, more insulation, and maybe putting heat tape on the outside over the stock tank and see if that'll keep it from freezing with insulation, obviously. But right there I've got my on-off valve, and then right here I've got just an air fitting in there so I can blow the line out. But we've got heat. Fan is on. I just picked up this cheap $13 fan at Menards just to help circulate the air. Picked up thermostat last night, digital. As you can see, it's 5 o'clock. It's 49 degrees in here. It's set for 50. Just kind of reusing what I've got, a lot of it. So I had this piece of OSB board was on that wall on the outside. So that's there. I had that scab piece there I put up. I have 2 more sheets of OSB board right there to do the top up here. So that should do most of that. I don't know if it'll do all, but I've got scab pieces behind them to use, and then I've got that stuff in the garage you have to go dig through that comes from the neighbor's house. And then, of course, I still got to tear this outside part off and the window off and clean up all this mess and everything. But it's insulated. That's all enclosed. Skid steer's in here, so this should be nice. It's a little bit of a tight fit. You've got about a foot on each side as you go in and out. So it's pretty much perfect. So I just got to insulate this door, put the steel on the outside, and then figure out what I'm going to put on the inside, whether I'm going to put OSB board or paneling or what I'm going to do. I might see if I can find some panel, because OSB board is going to be a little thick. But for right now, we've got the heat on, and it is nice in here compared to the 29 degrees that it is outside currently, and it's supposed to get down to 19 tonight. Built this door today. Obviously I bought the sheet of OSB board, but I had that door handle. All this wood is from the walls and the old ceiling that was in here. I had this handle, but was missing the latch, so I used a clamp for a U-joint and some nuts to space it right. But there you have it. So got a door, can hold the heat in here where it belongs. So we're getting there. It's done enough for right now. Tonight I'm gonna put more insulation up there along the header all the way along, and probably get the door insulated tonight. So we'll see on that. But either tomorrow or the day after, I got to go over and start building that feed room for my buddy. And now it went from building just a feed room to building a skid steer garage for him as well. So he wants to build a 12 by 16 foot area to park his skid steer in, or I mean a 12 by 12 to park it in. And then obviously this right here is 17 foot on the inside. It's 18 foot on the outside. There's plenty of room. So his plan is he wants it so he can just get the door closed with the skid steer pulled tight, and then have room for a saw with little ones behind it that he can throw up a little quick pen. Instead of heating the big barns, there's only one saw. He wants just a little area he can heat. He can put one, being he's going to heat the spot for the skid steer anyways, and his thinking is the same as mine. He has the old shop that he has fair wing crates in. Well, he parks the skid steer in there. Obviously, when you have the saws in there in the winter with the little ones, you're heating the whole building. But he doesn't have any saws to ferro right now, so he doesn't want to heat that whole big area. He wants me to build a small area to park his skid steer in as well. So I gotta go over there either tomorrow or Friday with my skid steer and my post hole auger and get all the posts set for these building projects. He was supposed to go down and get lumber today so we can set the posts and get everything squared up so it's ready to go. Yeah, I'm gonna go over and get all the posts set, get everything squared, and then he wants me to build a skid steer garage first. So he has a heated garage or a heated area to put his in. Sounds funny to some people to heat an area for a skid steer when they've got a block heater, but some of us don't like having them to have to run for half an hour before the hydraulics are warm enough that they actually want to work and move. So instead of plugging in that heater, I have a heated area to keep it in. And not only that, but I've got all this water stuff in here that I don't want to freeze, so you're already kind of keeping this area somewhat warm anyways. Might as well park the skid steer in here too, and then not heat the big shop. So, and I showed before that my fan is on hinges. I can open that door, swing that fan. I've got the torpedo heater in there. I don't know if I'm going to work on any projects in the shop this winter other than trying to clean up the mess. I want to get everything cleaned out of there, or cleaned up in there in the next couple of days. Get that tractor situated, and then get the other two tractors parked in there. I just want them in the shop this winter in case I need one for something like grinding feed. That way I can just warm that shop up to get the tractor up to temperature, and then they'll be ready to go. And I might work on the V-spreader this winter, I'm not for sure. But if there's time this winter, try and change oil in all the tractors and all that stuff. So so yeah, heat this little area, which last night it got down to mid-20s. We had inch of snow on the ground this morning again when we got up. But on this thermostat that I bought, on the side there's an on-off switch. So you can just flip it off and then it won't run the heat at night. Just from the heat that radiates off there and then from that fan just circulating, it stayed 46 to 48 degrees in here last night. That's what it was when I came out at 8 o'clock this morning. So I don't know that I'm going to have to really run the heat much at night. I think that might be enough just to keep it above freezing. So this is a programmable thermostat. So what I can do is set it so it shuts off at night and doesn't come on. And then I can just set it to like 50 degrees to come on at 8 o'clock in the morning. So by the time I get out here, it should already be on and running and warming up in here. So I don't know, I got to play around with that more. I got to read the instructions how to set that, but I don't know that I'm going to. I might just flip it on when I come out, because I basically do the chores in the afternoon anyways, so there's plenty of time that I can flip that on and it warm up in here more, that thing is ready to rock and roll by the time it's time to do chores. So but I scabbed in this electrical quick, got that outlet there. That outlet I'm actually going to move. Like I said before, I want to put a sheet of OSB board up, at least on the other side, and then I'm probably going to put shelves on this side. I'm going to move that outlet to up here, so because I'm probably going to put my fridge and stuff out here on that shelf, so that I have power for the fridge. But then I'm going to run it over. This outlet is right here. There's enough space in between here for my file cabinet. Then I'm going to put my desk right here, so then I'd have an outlet right there for those things. I'm just going to put this outlet here just because. And then I got a three-way box for right there. Obviously for the lights in here. And then I'm going to put a light on the outside here, or possibly two. One above this door, and then one in the corner. So if I ever had to work on something outside, I'd actually have lights out there. And then another outlet right there. So I've got that outlet back there, obviously, where thermostat's plugged in. I've got one above the sink where that fan is plugged in. And when I'm done here, I'm probably going to run and put another one back there just in case you ever got to run a battery charger or something for the skid steer or whatever else. And then get the lights put up in here. I'm going to put 5 more lights in here, so there will be 6 lights total. Actually, it'd be 4 more because there's actually 2 in here, but this one's just run off an extension cord right now. So yeah. But that stuff I can work on any day. But for right now, it is done enough that the skid steer's in here and it's warm. So by Friday, I said I want it done by Friday, and it's pretty much done by Friday. So all the finishing stuff in here, when I'm bored this winter, I can work on that. This door, like I say, I'm going to try and get it done tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen for sure, but people on Instagram will know when it's done, because I usually put a picture on there relatively quick after I do something. There's a lot of people like to keep up to speed on what's going on. I'll show this wall over here too. You can see my board is up higher. Maybe you can see the board is up higher. You can see the insulation underneath. I set it up that way so I can pour concrete underneath that wall. So I'll have to pour the concrete and get it up underneath there, and then come off of there. We'll have our form boards back here. So yeah, as you can see here, there's no concrete here anymore. Whoever poured this only poured about 2 inches thick, so it's pretty much junk. Basically, I can get the skid steer underneath it here, and I can peel all this concrete out. So once it gets to be time to do that, I'm actually going to dig this down 6 inches to a foot and put lime rock in here first, because if you get this sand, that sand I actually kicked back in there because the gopher got underneath there and tunneled and then made a mound, and that lifted up that concrete. So anybody that's pouring concrete, this is what I have learned: don't use sand underneath your concrete. You can have sand down farther, but put 6 inches to a foot of lime rock or something else first, something that rodents do not burrow in, and then pour your concrete. So that's the plan for here. Dig that out, pour a new slab, and then over here, being it's not going to have 6,000 pounds parked on it, I'm probably just going to pour the concrete over top of the crap that's in here. I don't know. And like that concrete is 3.5 inches thick that I poured with my mixer, so I'll probably just do the same, come off of there. And then this, I'd kind of like to do this right now because I'd like to get my desk and everything moved out here soon, but I don't know if that's going to happen. You know, sure, I can get it up to 70 degrees in here, but the ground is still cold, and I don't know how the concrete would cure in there. And there you can see the insulation underneath too, because you got to get concrete pushed underneath there when you're doing it. So I just tucked the used insulation underneath there for now. Something that you can just grab and pull back out, and then it's not, you don't have to take the wall back down to do it. So, but yeah, anyhow, it's just an update. This is how far along the project is. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. I'll try and get some video of the projects over at the hog farm. So anyways, hope you all have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one.